What if I told you the foundation of modern education rests on the vision of a woman from ninth century Morocco? Imagine a world without the Renaissance, without modern science, without universities. This might have been our reality without Fatima al-Fihri. In an era when women were often relegated to the domestic sphere, Fatima al-Fihri defied societal norms, transforming her personal tragedies into a legacy. Fatima al-Fihri was born in Kairouan, Tunisia, to a prosperous merchant family passionate about education. Her father ensured she and her sister were well educated. Her father, Mohammed bin Abdullah al-Fihri, was a prosperous merchant, deeply passionate about education, ensuring his children were well versed in fiqh and hadith. A while later, the family migrated to the city of Fez in Morocco, where their prosperity and passion for learning continued to thrive. Tragically, Fatima lost both her father and husband within a short period. While many would retreat into grief, she turned her sorrow into a legacy that would shape the world. As the surviving children, Fatima and Mariam inherited their father's wealth. They decided to invest it as a lifelong legacy for their faith and society. Mariam built a mosque, naming it Al-Andalus, contributing to the spiritual and communal growth of Fez. Fatima established another mosque, naming it after her hometown, Kwarawan, which would later evolve into the oldest educational institution in the world in 859 CE. Atlas Obscuro reports that the University of Al-Qarawiyyin began as a madrasa, a religious Islamic school dedicated to teaching Islamic law, theology, and the Quran in the ninth century. It was the first religious institute and the largest Arab university in North Africa, laying the foundation for a legacy that would shape generations. Inside a modest classroom at Al-Qarawiyyin, a teacher uses a sand tray to explain astronomical calculations, while students eagerly take notes on wooden tablets. What started as a modest center of faith and learning soon grew into a comprehensive institution, expanding its curriculum to include mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, medicine, and even music. Al-Quran became a magnet for scholars from Africa, Europe, and the Middle East, attracting students from far beyond Morocco's borders. The university introduced groundbreaking practices such as structured syllabi and degree granting, laying the foundation for modern higher education. Even traditions like the cap and gown worn at graduations trace their roots back to this historic institution. In 1963, the institution was integrated into Morocco's modern public university system and officially named the University of Al Qurayan 2 years later. Now home to over 4,000 books and manuscripts on various subjects. Al Qurayan's library is considered the oldest in the world. Among its treasures are texts that shaped the intellectual landscape of the Islamic world and beyond, preserving the wisdom of centuries. By preserving and sharing knowledge, the university played a crucial role in Africa's intellectual development and influenced educational practices globally. Today, Al Quran is recognized as the oldest university in the world by UNESCO and the Guinness World Record. Al Quran's contributions have influenced countless generations in the pursuit of knowledge and general advancement. The impact of this historic university continues to resonate, setting standards for education and fostering development in African societies and Islamic communities. Korean produced some of the most notable scholars of their time, whose legacies continue to shape the world today. Ibn Arabi, an Andalusian mystic and philosopher, nurtured groundbreaking ideas at Al-Qur'an, bridging the gap between philosophy and mysticism. His unique synthesis of philosophy and mysticism influenced both Islamic and Western thoughts, challenging and expanding existing philosophical frameworks. Ibn Arabi's works on metaphysics and cosmology expanded the boundaries of knowledge, leaving an indelible mark on intellectual history. Ibn Khaldun, one of Al-Qur'an's most notable scholars, influenced sociology and historiography through his groundbreaking work, Muqaddimah. He developed a comprehensive theory of social change, explaining how societies transform from simple to complex structures. His theories not only shaped sociology, but also laid the groundwork for understanding the dynamics of societal development. Gabadu Arulak, later known as Pope Sylvester II, was influenced by Al-Qur'an during his studies of law, engineering, and astronomy. His exposure to Arabic numerals and mathematical practices at Al-Qur'an paved the way for their introduction to Europe. By introducing Arabic numerals to Europe, Gabbard laid the foundation for the modern number system, revolutionizing mathematics and science. Imagining a world without Al-Qur'an is to imagine a void in education, culture, and intellectual progress, a world delayed in its renaissance and limited in global connections. Al-Qur'an was instrumental in advancing philosophical, scientific, and cultural aspects of the Islamic Golden Age, fostering collaborations across continents. Without the development of Al-Qur'an, the advancement of intellectual, religious, and cultural aspects in Africa and beyond would have evolved differently, limiting opportunities globally. If Al-Qur'an didn't exist, Europe might not have gained access to the classical knowledge that ignited the Renaissance. Many vital understandings, ideas, and texts might have been lost and never shared with European scholars, limiting the spread of classical knowledge. This lack of access could have caused a delay or even prevented the movement known as Renaissance, which fostered peculiar interest in arts, science, and philosophy. Without the knowledge preserved and shared by Al-Qur'an, the Renaissance might have remained a distant dream, stifling the development of humanism and progress. Influential figures like Ibn Sina, Avicenna, and Al-Razi, associated with Al-Qur'an, made groundbreaking contributions to medicine and philosophy that shaped Western science for centuries. Islamic knowledge has been protected and passed down through Al-Qur'an, allowing it to thrive across generations and enabling the university to continue functioning to this day. The university has provided global scholarship opportunities, creating a space where Islamic students can access and contribute to knowledge worldwide. In Africa, the absence of such an influential innovation could have limited intellectual growth and opportunities for higher education across the continent. The lack of Al-Qur'an would have led to a less connected and less advanced global society as experienced today. Thanks to Fatimah Al-Fihri's vision, we have overcome many setbacks, and her legacy continues to illuminate pathways for intellectual growth and connection. Over 1,200 years ago, Fatimah Al-Fihri's dream created a university that still stands today, influencing millions across the globe. Her legacy challenges us to ask, what bold decision will we make to leave a lasting impact on our world?